Hi everybody, this is Jonathan Ross. In this video I'm going to show you how to use bitmap images properly with Flash. Now I use the word properly because there's lots of different ways that you can use images within the Flash environment, but there's some really important things that you want to be aware of. So let's get started. In order to do these tutorials, you're going to need a copy of Photoshop, this is Photoshop CS4, a copy of Flash CS4, and access to images on the internet. So I'm going to load up a new Flash file, so it's just blank. And this is the typical size of 550 by 400, the default size. And let's go to Google Image Search. Now, Google Image Search is a great way to find images. The problem with these images is that they are copyright images mostly. You'll find that each of these images comes from a website, and it means that you can't just grab those images and use them any way you like. You can, however, access some really great Creative Commons images from Flickr. So if you go to search with Flickr, you'll notice that it comes up with a lot of great images, but these are not the images that you're looking for. You really need to go to the Advanced Search feature by clicking on Advanced Search in Flickr, go down to the bottom, and choose Only Search within Creative Commons. So now let's search, and you'll see that we can find some great images. And here's a really cute one called Baloo. So I'm going to click on Baloo and open up a little bit larger image. And now here's the image that I'm going to use in my Flash project. So I'm going to right click on that image, choose Copy, go over to my Flash project, and paste. Now what's very important is we realize that I've just pasted an image from a website. You'll notice that this image comes in as bitmap1 in Flash. Now bitmap1 is not a very descriptive name. It'd be nice to have a name that is a little bit more descriptive of what this image is, and we'll get to that later. Now the most important thing we can do is save our file, and this is going to be our large Baloo. Now in Flash I'm going to scale it using the free transform tool and using the Q key, and I'm going to scale it to a much smaller image. In fact, I could, if I wanted to, go to the properties and see what my properties are, and I could scale it to about, whoops, I don't want to skew it, I want to scale it up to about 100 pixels. So it's about at 100 pixels. Now I'm going to save this document as well. This is going to be Baloo small. And now it's time to test. I'm going to test Baloo small, and I'm going to open up Baloo large and test those files. Now, if I open up my Swift files separately, you'll notice here's the small one and here's the large one. Notice that they actually are the same file size, 24K. Now 24K is a lot larger than we actually want to be having. So what we need to do is go back to our Flash file, and if I go to my small file, you'll notice that the size that I have here is only 100 pixels by 92 pixels. If I go to my window and go to transform, you'll see that I'm only using this image at 20% the size. So what I need to do is I need to convert this photo in Photoshop to the size that I'm going to use it at before I import it into Flash. So I'm going to go over to Photoshop, create a new document, and this will come in with the size that I've already copied from before. I'm going to paste the picture, go up to Image Resize, and let's make sure that we constrain our proportions and resample, and my height is only going to be 100 pixels high. Now I can copy that image back into Flash. Let's remove that image and paste in the new image. This is in the small file. And we really should get rid of the large one in our library as well. You'll see it came in with bitmap 2, and we'll address that in another tutorial. But now, when I publish my file and go back to the Swift file, you'll see that the small file is much, much smaller, 3K versus 24K. So it's very, very important that you scale your images in an outside application before you import them into Flash. When we look at our next tutorials, we'll look at how to move images more effectively from Photoshop to Flash.